Greetings! So, I've come with the announcement that Netflix has decided to unveil to us the newest trailer for Castlevania Nocturne, which I did not believe was going to actually happen, but hey, here we are. So, the following recording is going to be me recording myself, reacting or breaking down the trailer, as I didn't really want to react to it due to the negative connotation that usually most reaction content has. So I chose to go for more of a breaking down format. Do note though that this has nothing to do with my previous two videos on Castlevania Nocturne. This is something completely different to that. However, some points that I did make in that video will return here, but just understand they're just pass-by comments and nothing really too important. The audio may be a little lower than anticipated, but regardless, I do hope you enjoy the following clip that I am going to play for you now. Everyone, this is Sarissa Valentine, and today I'm going to be breaking down the newest Castlevania Nocturne trailer, which, I'll be honest, I was not expecting to drop as soon as it did, especially after the two videos that I made on it. But instead of going over like the controversies over Annette's race swap, because I've already went into detail on that and I really don't want to go over it again, I'm just gonna try and dissect this trailer as much as I can. So if there's like anything that I can find, like Easter eggs or stuff like that, or stuff that I just find interesting. And there is a separate video where certain people that are working on the anime go over like what the design principles and stuff like that, and what inspired some of the designs, and they go over some of the scenes. And something I want to mention though is that if you do watch that, for the only two characters that they mention the origins of their designs is Richter and Maria. They never mention Annette, for obvious reasons, and they don't mention the other two characters. However, they did mention that the new character, whose I think name is Edward, he's an opera singer, so that much I know. As for the other one, I kind of forgot that whole spiel. So, let's just get into the trailer, shall we? Alright. Now we have the main body. Okay, so that evil Trump, okay. Cause who could that be referring to? Cause there's like many vampires like of higher status in Castlevania. I know damn well for sure it's not Walter, cause frickin' Walter died to frickin' make Dracula. However, if it is like Walter, that's surprising. I doubt though. But it's possibly Dracula, because if this show is going to lead up into Symphony of the Night, it could lead into Dracula being resurrected again, because, you know, that's kind of the whole synopsis of most Castlevania games most of the time, is like bringing back Dracula to some extent. However, Death is the one that usually does that, but there have been exceptions to the rule though. There have been, like Shaft for example. The other guess could be Carmilla, who, like, I know we've seen her die in the original anime, but remember, vampires are like characters from Dragon Ball, where they don't necessarily know how to stay dead, so it could be her. Now, it could also be this other new woman, or vampire, that is being promoted in, like, some of these trailers that we don't really get good glimpses of, or get a good idea of. So it's possible that it's this Elizabeth Bathory character that is being mentioned in the cast, or has been mentioned in my comments section a few times. It could be her, but I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, sorry to ramble, let's continue. Wait. I know this is, like, probably not a, like, specific detail or anything, but fuck. Pale skin, red hair, red lipstick, red eyes. Okay. And red eyebrows too. Shit, because there's only like one character that fits that freaking description from the games, and I know they're probably not gonna like reference the games a whole bunch to the, like this extent, but like the only character that I can think of is Elizabeth Bathory, so I'm or Elizabeth Bartley as she's called in Bloodlines. So I don't know what they're gonna do with her hair. So I guess when September 27th or 28th comes, because they're doing like a live previewing on the 27th, I guess we'll see what happens. Oh, and fun fact, the day that the first season comes out is my birthday. So yay for me, I guess. I got Castlevania on my birthday. That was a dream come true now, ain't it? Okay. Okay. There's a lot going on here. So, we have this going on. We have the Nocturne logo, which I'm not sure what could reference, but I suppose on a later date we can get back to that. This is just a random close-up. This, I thought, was a mummy at first, or like Grant, because I'm high, but I'm not actually high, but you get the idea. But it could just be like a woman vampire covering her face, or someone turning into a vampire covering their face, and like it's like a human turning into a vampire sort of thing, because like the next thing we see is this, and this could be two things. It could be Maria being tortured to some degree, or this could be like some random chick, or this could also be the other woman that we saw, the other blonde one, who I forgot the name of, but I know that she's not Annette, so she's, I think, a character from Chronicles, specifically, so it could be her. Now we get a glimpse from one of the characters' eyes, of course, don't know who that could be, but we have our guesses. This could be anything, probably just a random scene. Then we have Vampire Lady, who everyone seems to be thirsting for. Don't have a problem with her. I'm genuinely curious as to what her motivation is in the show. And this is what's stumping me, because like when I see that design or outfit, like I don't know, because to some extent it's like a black cloak and you can see yellow or pigments of yellow. So I'm thinking, oh, it's probably like Alucard, but I highly doubt it. So it's probably just a random Frenchman being burned into like the frickin' grave. Or my other theory is that Olrox decided to get a change of clothes and is currently on fire as we speak. But then again, that's just a guess. Oh, there they are. There they are. So there's an ad. If you watched the other Netflix video they did going over the trailer, yeah, they practically confirmed that's an ad outright. So yeah, I can only hope that her character's good. I'm hoping on it, really, but I'm just man. Okay. Then we have Edward, which I'm actually kind of excited to see. He looks a little fruity, but well, whatever. I know I keep pausing, but hear me out. So we all know that Maria Renard specifically, she tends to be like very outspoken and not full of herself, but she's very like, you know, she can fill the room with her energy. So I don't know, something about her saying wankers just is something I never would have expected to come out of her mouth. It's like most of the Castlevania characters in the anime saying fuck. Like, it's not that I have a problem with them saying fuck, it's just I never hear any Castlevania characters saying like any curse words at all. Then again, I could imagine them saying like shit or crap or something like that. But yeah, once again I'm curious as to how they're gonna portray Maria, because from the looks of it, she seems to be the Cypher X Trevor character, while Ripta is just the, you know, the more heroic aspects of it. Okay. Death. Wait a minute. This is something I didn't notice before. Who is this blonde woman that she's reaching out to? Okay, she wears a similar outfit. Aha. This could literally be anyone, but my guess is that she's the magician that looks like Maria, or like an older version. Or it could be like something related to her. I don't know. This could literally be anything, and it could be a red herring for all I know. This is possibly Elizabeth Bathory, the large figure, reaching out. Okay, I am so sorry. Okay, so this time around we seem to have demons that are more, I guess, humanoid to some extent. Because in the original anime we had like more grotesque monsters to deal with. And I'm genuinely curious as to what monsters they plan to bring back for this. I am praying to God that they bring fucking Balor into this. Because, like, when they brought Gurgoth in Season 4, I was jaw-dropped. Like, I was amazed. But yeah, I'm hoping to see more Castlevania bosses this time around. If they are gonna do Symphony of the Night, I'm praying to God I see Beelzebub. I really want to see him. Like, I would be genuinely, I would pay them just to see Beelzebub in this fucking show. Okay. Four Eyes. Wait. Who's in the fucking reflection? Okay, it's Richter. Okay. For a second I saw Alucard. They have a really good depiction of divine bloodlines, I'll say for certain. Right, we got Maria doing her usual shtick, summoning Suzaku. Then we got Annette killing things, you know, something that she would not do, but whatever. And then in a church. Okay. So I heard, and I think they went over this in the other video that Netflix uploaded for this, is that she now has the ability to do magic, but it's specifically like metal or stuff related to it. And once again, I don't know how to feel about it. I'm glad that they gave her a limit on like what type of magic she can use and just not go balls to the wall and just say, oh, I can use all types of magic. Like, okay. That's a bit odd. That's a giant character change, but at least they went for a limit, at least. Then we get Julia. No, not Julia. Is it Julia? Richter's mum. We have Richter's mum again, using magic. Which I have a guess as to where she learned that magic from. I'm just saying. Okay, so she can materialize weapons from buttfuck. Okay, cool. So she turns particles that are related to stone into weapons. Okay. And then she has a Fleur de France on her hand. Okay. They really went over this creature in the other thing that Netflix went when they were discussing this trailer, so I'm not really gonna go too much into it. Okay, nice kill though. Edward again, Annette. Who are those? Okay. Probably just building up to his character when those episodes are actually released. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay. Okay, because for a second I thought it was like a slight reference to like Bloodlines, where we had like the two dancers in the Palace of Versailles, and they would turn into like this massive bug. Which, if they don't do that either, it's gonna be a little weird, because you literally have the story take place in France, so I don't see why you couldn't do like a boss fight like that. I'm just saying, it could be a neat idea. I'll also say, Ulrock's letting Richter like get away is like the dumbest shit like imaginable. Also, if Juiced is alive, along with like Maxim and like Lady and stuff like that, where the hell were they when this was happening? I mean, I don't expect them to be like on Richter's mum or Richter like down the throne the time, but like, where are they? Like, you know? Richter's voice actor's son's... Yeah. I really like that kill. I really do. Once again, I don't know how I feel about Castlevania characters saying cuss words. then again, I cuss all the time, so what am I freaking saying? I'm probably a hypocrite for thinking that it's weird. But I also really do like Richter's VA. It sounds a lot better than I thought it would. Okay, let me dissect this real quick. Okay, so beforehand, people were saying that they didn't know if like everyone attending the party was like a vampire or something, but I think now we get like outright confirmation. Yeah, I'm more convinced that this figure is Elizabeth Bathory, not Carmilla. But then again, who knows? These writers sometimes like to pull stuff out of there, you know what? You know what this could be a reference to? This could be a reference to the monk that you see in the Royal Chapel in Symphony of the Night. It looks like him. Like, if I were to, like, have him in animated form, it would look like him. Well, at least the monk that doesn't fucking, like, stab you through the confessional, but yeah. Like, comment if you think that this guy actually looks like the guy at the confessional in Symphony of the Night. Because I honest to God think so. Because we're gonna see, like, this guy I'm gonna call it now. We're gonna see him return in later seasons during the Symphony of the Night portion. And he's gonna be at the frickin' confessional. I'm gonna call it now. Don't even care if I'm wrong. Okay, so I was told that in this scene that, well, not told, but I think they explained it, is that this was when they were fighting Aurochs. And honestly, cool. Like, the way they animated it is super cool. Also, Rip Woman who's about to get munched. I'm also wondering who this Knighted Crusader character is, but I'm sure they'll probably explain it later. Okay, that's the Vampire MILF. There's only one person I can name that has pink hair. Okay, Eclipse. Are they okay. I don't know if they're gonna pull like a 1999 Castlevania timeline thing, or they're just like taking inspirations from other things and just like, I don't know, doing something. But if Dracula's castle comes out of that fucking eclipse, so help me. Oh my god. Also, if they kill off Juiced, I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm gonna be so pissed. So yeah, digital live stream September 27th, and yeah, on my birthday. So, I don't know, a part of me feels like super like excited for this, but then like another part is like very worried. Like, who knows? Maybe this could be a lot better than the entirety of the first anime, which I'm kind of hoping on, because considering that I really like the time period that they're going for here, like the whole French Revolution sort of like appeal. But I don't know, because like this is the same time period that has my favorite character in all the franchise, and if, ooh, like me personally, if they kill off Juiced, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to forgive these people. Like, there could be a possibility that they could kill him off in a very ceremonious and like very, like, in a very good way that doesn't make it seem like they killed him just for plot convenience. But oh my god, if they do, it also makes me wonder if death is gonna play a role in the story as well. Probably not, but if he does, I wouldn't be too surprised. It just comes down to what role is he gonna play. Is he gonna play the master manipulator or the frickin' old jobber or lackey? Like in how most of the DS games other than like Portrait betray him. where in like Portrait of Ruin he's just like lost for most of the game and he's like confused. But yeah, I have faith for this show to do good. I really do. Like, this main trailer kind of calmed me down a bit, but like I'm still not over. I'm not over this. I'm not. But maybe until the show comes out, maybe I can be proven wrong. I just don't understand, like, why change it? Like, why go from this? Also, this is how she originally looked, by the way. But it's more so like her Vampire Kiss and her Dracula X Chronicles that maintain the same consistency. So, like, we went from this to this, and for what? Oh, and even the Pachinko Pachins, like, portrayed it that way. So, it just makes me wonder, like, why? Why go through the effort of, like, going through so much source material to, like, keep it the same, and then out of all things, change this? Like, you already, like, wanted to add a new character via Edward. Why couldn't you do the same thing with Annette? Like, I just don't know. I don't know. Once again, this could be like an Isaac situation where the character within, like, himself, like, if we were to split Isaac from the anime and Isaac from the games and say that they're, like, completely different people and, like, completely different, like, backstories and everything, then sure, Isaac from the anime can, like, withstand on his own, but, like, it's like they're meant to be the same person because they both have the same occupation, they have the same, like, loyalty towards Dracula. Like, oh, come on. It's just that like, what made Isaac in Curse of Darkness so special, and I think I'll make a video on it one day, is that what made him special was he was, like, he was the opposite of Hector, and I know he's the opposite of Hector in the anime as well, but it's more to it than that, where instead of just being the opposite for, like, I don't know, to, like, teach how Hector's, like, the moral good of humanity and how Isaac is the logic of humanity, instead we have two characters who share similar fates. Well, not similar fates, but similar stories. And Isaac allowed himself. He had multiple opportunities to free himself of Dracula's curse, but he was so hooked on the concept of revenge that he was unable to let himself go. Not even his sister could free him. And it took Hector to come out of the blue after Isaac murdered his fiancée or wife or whatever Rosalie was. And basically, Hector was what Isaac wasn't. He was able to withstand Dracula's curse and keep his sanity. And it's all because of Julia, to be quite honest with you. Because if Julia was, like, non-existent in Castlevania Curse of Darkness, Hector would have succumbed to darkness and would have been the host for fricking Dracula, and that would have been the end of it. But it's just that, yeah, I'm just not a fan of race swaps to begin with. But that's just me. I don't want to bring it up again because I don't want to go through the whole discussion of it all over again, but yeah, it's just my forte on it. Well, not forte, but my opinion on it. So, thank you all for watching, and I thank all of you for allowing me to show you my, not my first reaction, because I did see this beforehand, but allowing me to watch this along with you. And if you enjoyed the commentary, I really thank you, because I don't know if I'm going to do more videos like this, where I do breakdowns or live breakdowns of these trailers. Well, then again, I wouldn't say live because this is recorded, but yeah. Oh, that's a frame. But yeah, the show does look promising. It really does. It looks really promising. Also, this kind of reminds me of the fucking, like, dungeon area in one of the later stages in Vampire Curse. But yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm a little worried, but I'm excited. And yeah, I'm Cereza Valentine, and please remember to stay cheerful. Goodbye.